All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from this match. And it all started out in men's singles. Not much between these two players, Ryan, but in the end, Stevie would sneak through with a win.
Yeah, great tennis here all around, no breaks. These guys know each other very well, so we knew this was going to be a hard-fought match. And we saw Steve Johnson picking off good instincts up at the net. Ultimately, final point of the match goes Steve Johnson's way, taking the set 5-4. Here it is, the last point, backing up on the return, finding a forehand and putting himself in good position to take this first set.
So that all came down to a deciding point in the tiebreaker. Then we moved to the mixed doubles. We talked about these two new additions for the breakers. That would be Austin Krajicek and the Canadian Gabby Dabrowski, and they really brought it today.
Yeah, mixed doubles was a little bit of a surprise. We saw Asia Muhammad not play after playing the first few matches. She was dealing with a little bit of a shoulder injury there, ended up getting subbed out. But this was a very crucial point here in the match when Dabrowski faced 2 set points down on her serve. Ultimately ended up fighting out of it, great volleys there, and they win the set, which ended up being a 3-game change in the overall score, which gave the momentum for the breakers that they needed moving into this men's doubles match where the Bryan brothers were up for the Vegas Rollers. Here we are, expected at the Bryan brothers to be the favorites. Austin Krajicek and Steve Johnson knowing each other so well, and it just seemed like everything that Austin Krajicek touched today was on fire. They served this out 5-2. Very surprising win, but overall, this gave the gap that the breakers needed to create some separation.
And then it was women doubles. And the breakers are starting to get some separation. Asia Muhammad would start. She would then get subbed out. But this would end in a good old 5-0 bagel.
Yeah, that bagel was really the ultimate deciding factor, and that was huge moving into women's singles, which we're going to see up next, where Jen Brady really started getting it going. But here you have some highlights of the breakers serving it out. Great first serve percentage by Dabrowski. The whole time she set up her partner, Clay Patch, at the net, who just seemed like she was spiking away everything that came back across the court.
Yeah, so the 5th and final set was women's singles. The deficit was big for the Rollers, but like we talked about, Jen Brady needs the confidence, and it was nice to see her get back on track.
Yeah, she'd been struggling a little bit in the altitude, just getting her rhythm going. And toward the end of this match, you saw the real Jen Brady come out where she started swinging away. Great depth in the forehand there. She was moving extremely well. And match point here, finishing with a big serve up the tee to clinch the deal for the breakers.